Hi Daisy, thank you for joining me, and I like your comment already. So I was still practicing poppy. I'm still not like I'm doing it well. I know maybe but according to my perception and the way I observe things, I still lack that uh perfect shape or maybe the shade. I'm not happy with, still not kind of quite satisfied with the way it is shaping up. So I was practicing more of it, and I just thought I'll conduct a live session maybe for some time to kind of just show or maybe get the correct shape and color and style the way I want it to be. So, just a practice session here today, and I'm just kind of practicing how to get the right shape of poppy the way you see it. So, it's still learning, I'm still learning, and I'm open to learning. I think everyone should never consider yourself to be perfect. You should always be open to learning. So, with that thought, I continue with this process. I feel like the shape is pretty good. Don't be so hard on yourself. Oh, thank you for all the appreciation. Yeah, I had tried four shapes, and this is the fourth one that I'm trying. But I feel when I'll be like doing it combined on a sheet, or like when I'll be creating it on a live sheet, I feel that I may be lacking some perfection there. So I'm going to practice it to some extent so that I get what I want, and once I'm satisfied with the final result, I think it will be it. So what I did in the previous paintings or the previous practice flowers that I had created, I had used orange. Orange is a different color, but when done with this crimson, I think this is crimson only. No, sorry, vermilion hue. I think it just livens it. It gives life to it, and when I'm going to just do a few strokes of red here, it is going to come out beautifully. Like in this petal that you can see that I had done orange, and then I have added some strokes of red here so that the whole things comes out together nicely, and to show it just in a way where I can see it. Hi Fazan, thank you for joining me. Yes, I agree. No one is perfect except God. I would maybe I could just say it like I want it. I'm not getting the right kind of satisfaction. Maybe I can use that term here. That I'm not satisfied with the kind of result that I'm getting. I want it to be with a little bit more satisfying, or the way I want it to be. So, so using a different shade, I mean like orange that I'm using here, it provides a different hue of vermilion here, so it looks nice, and I'm able to differentiate between the two petals easily. So instead of using black to differentiate, or maybe I'll just use a little tinge of it. So just a tinge of black here to kind of just add and show that this petal is different from the other one. I think you can see it clearly. Like I'll just zoom it in thoda sa and I'll show you here. Yeah, I think this is how I keep it. So yes, I have. So I painted this particular petal with a vermilion hue, and then sorry, orange, and then I'm using this vermilion hue to kind of add a few different shade to give it a more transient look. Yes, I did clean my palette. Thank you for the observation, Fazan. So this is another petal that I want to, just an addition there to give it a complete look. So the petal that I'm drawing here is going to be a little bigger in size, and I hope I'm able to do justice with this as well. So just to show a different hue of color here, I'm just doing it again with orange, and probably I'll just add again a few more strokes of vermilion hue to complete the look. But the base color will of course be orange because I want to show the transient look, and of course how the petal is different from the one that you can see up front. This is the normal sheet that I'm using. Generally, for my final paintings, I'm using a 300 GSM sheet, but this is like a rough sheet that I had bought. I mean, just to practice and create envelopes sometimes. So I'm using this sheet. So it is not a textured sheet. It is a smooth sheet, and that is why I feel the colors are more vibrant, showing up more vibrantly here, because I think it is very soft and smooth, and it has a little sheen to it. So it's like the flowers are coming up more beautifully on this. So I'll just do the outline with vermilion. Like I painted the whole thing with orange, and then I'm outlining it with the vermilion, and gradually I'll just pull in the strokes to show how this petal is different from the rest of the flower. So when you observe a poppy flower from a distance, it's like more of a cup-shaped flower, and the insides of it is not pretty much visible because they are in, and like since the flower is kind of standing out, you generally don't see the inner part of it. So keeping the same thought in mind, I just started doing this out. I'll just use a tiny bit of black here just to show it is a different petal. So the dark and the light gradient look will actually structure out the main petal in the front one, and then you can gradually see the other petal prominent enough. But again, it has to be not that prominent. It has to merge and then also find the look. So I'm just going to merge it out a bit more. I mean, it should be there, but it should not be there. If you know, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be like very prominent, because and then you narrow it out here. It looks so hard and time consuming to learn, but also fun and calming. I totally agree with you, but since this is my passion, time just evaporates when I'm doing my artwork. So it it just absorbs in, and I'm like, oh, I've been like live for like 20 minutes or like 30 minutes. It just, for me, it's like more like that I have just started, and I'm like so absorbed into it that I really forget the time and how time consuming, or I would say it requires the kind of patience that it does. The detailing is actually important, because if you're not concerned about the detailing part, then it would not come out that beautifully. And that is why I just said that it's not as perfect as I want it to be. I mean, according to an artist's point of view, it just needs a little more hard work and observation to kind of get what I want, and which I feel will come with time, of course. Yep, so black is there. Yes, yes, actually, the thing is this. So I think I'll just do the petal part now, because let's see how it comes. I generally use sap green for my petals, because that is the closest that you can actually get to the color of a leaf, and it looks gorgeous, I would say. Just merge a little bit of black with this green, because it comes out nicely. I'll just use the same color this side as well to show uniformity here. And when you observe a poppy flower, you'll see that it's like the stem part is a little rugged. I mean, not exactly rugged, but it's not that smooth and even, I would say. It looks a little messed up. So I'm going to create the same look. I'll just allow some time for this part to dry out, and then I'll show you how I do it. So I think this is beautiful. It has come out nicely. I'll show you the vertical vision of it. It is looking nice, I guess. Yes, I'm happy. I mean, it's like more of 80% I'm happy with this. Yes, I'm 80% happy with this one. If I would like to rate my work of out of the five flowers that I have done, I would say this would be the first one. And second would be probably this one, and third would be this one, and fourth and fifth, I think this one is a little confusing in shape, so I like this one the best. I think fifth flower that I have done has come out little near to be perfect. And if you have observed a poppy flower, you would have observed that the buds are actually rising in a very haphazard way. I mean, they're like all droopy like this, and the buds are forming here. I mean, the idea, since I'm not using pencil, you can see that I'm directly doing it with my brush and colors. So I roughly sketch the shape with my imagination or my observation that I have in mind, and then I kind of go perfect with the, like I perfect it later when I'm happy with the shape of the flower, or the anything that I'm doing. I do it. I just create a rough shape, and then I kind of perfect it up with the color and combinations and different things that you need for the flower to have, or the petal or the leaf to have. I also use a tinge of brown here, because it's a little rough out there. Yes. So basically, it is mostly like this. Thank you so much. Even I am happy with the result that I got here. I'm happy with it. And this is how the bud goes. And there are a little fine specks of, I don't know, it's like little specks and little thorny kind of a view that it has. And I'll just try to show how it looks basically. I mean, it is all on my observation, what I observed of the flower. I'm just showing it that way. It's just like little spikes of I mean, it's not a smooth stem or leaf that you bud that you get. It has a little specks on itself. So I'm going to just do it as close I can get to the natural flower or the natural how it looks like. It's more of spiky and it's not even. It it is not smooth. It is a bit rough. The petal, the stem part, and of course the bud part also. So it's like this. And then we come to the leaf part. I'll show you how the leaf is. Leaf is also pretty different, not like the usual leaves. It's more of like a lot of like it looks crazy right now, but again I'll just smoothen up and smoothen it up to kind of show the final look. Sorry. The whole day is so hectic that I'm not able to squeeze out any time for my painting, and this is the only time that I have. Last night also I came live at around 12:30 a.m. and I was up, or around 12 maybe I came live just to just do my bit of it, because I was not at ease. I was not like, was feeling incomplete without my regular routine that I generally maintain for my painting. And I eventually ended up doing it. My husband was not happy that I was starting painting at that point of time, but again, I just kind of politely managed to convince him. And then I went on till like around 1:15 maybe. And my eyes were like too heavy and I could not resist sleeping, that I just put it down at that point of time. I think it is more of like this, the leaf. I'll just go through one of the pictures, maybe then I'll get a clear picture of the leaf, because I think it is not like this. Yeah, maybe it resembles some bit, but not exactly like the way it should be. But it's okay. It looks funny. I know you shouldn't work that, though your husband is right. Yes, I know. And I'm crazy about painting these days. I mean, it's like more of like the thing that comes to me and it goes after some time. At some point of time I was going crazy for reading, and I just read 3 books I had ordered. I just read them in one go. I mean, within a span of a week, I think I completed 3 books day and night. I was like hooked to it like crazy. So I'm a little crazy in that way, you can say, that what I start, until unless it's done, I'm not at ease. Even like during school also, I was kind of, when I was doing my projects and all, and I used to stay up for late night because I can't sleep leaving anything incomplete. I don't know, maybe this is some dysfunction in my brain, or maybe I'm so passionate about doing it. So it's that for me basically. It looks a little funny, but I think I'll just go through a little more images of it and see how it looks like. But they are a bit wavy and zigzaggy, I guess. It looks weird. It's cute. Oh, thank you for that encouragement. Yes, I'm a little crazy there. I agree with you. I think it is. This is like okay. I'm not fully happy with this, but fine. It's like okay. I just a rough part that I'm doing. I'll just create the veins here now. When we did the veins during my school, like when we were doing it during the art session, you're not crazy though. I feel like that's normal. What you love, something. Ah, exactly. Thank you for agreeing there. So, okay, I was telling you like when I was doing arts in my school time, the art teacher always told us like when you are doing a leaf or you're connecting a tree, I mean, it should always be connected to some part. I mean, if you're drawing a leaf, it should be connected to the stem. If you're doing the stem, you should be connected to a tree that way. So, when we did the veins, we know that the veins on a leaf are they're like channels who transport water and nutrients to the whole part of the leaf. So the midrib is to be connected to the stem part and it should be extended to the tip of the leaf. And of course, when we are drawing the veins, they should be connected to the leaf like this because it's a whole network of veins that transports all the nutrients, all the water, and everything to the entire leaf. So it should be well connected. It should not be left like in the midway, or it should not be in a position where it looks incomplete. So this lesson goes well with me because, of course, in biology we have all learned that this is a network of veins that transport the minerals and water to the whole part of the leaf. It is not looking that nice, I guess. I think I've done a lot of black here. I'll just do the lifting. And we also learned lifting during our art classes. It is like when you feel that something is not done up well, so you add water and you mix it and you just lift it with the brush and just wipe it on a clean towel or any hanky or cloth that you are carrying when you're doing your arts. And after that, I mean, you can just use the base color kind of just make it look a little normal. But since this is not 300 gsm, the paper is coming off because of the excessive use of water here. So I'll just let it be like this. No, they have to be connected and they should go to the end of the leaf because they are providing a network. It is a channel that they are providing nutrients to the whole part of the leaf, so it has to be connected from the midrib to the end of the leaf this way. I like this also, it has come out nicely and I love this flower. So if I would like to rate, I would give the first position goes to this one. Wait, I'll just show you. The first position goes to this one, second goes to this one, and this is the third, fourth is this, and fifth is this. I like the shading in this though, but shape I'm not happy with. So this is how I would like to rate my practice session. You're welcome, thank you. So let's do another one maybe. I also would love to do a snowdrop plant flower, sorry. It's easy, but again the color and hues should be nice. So it's basically like this in the center. I mean the center part, or the where the main pollen grains are there, it is the center part, and it comes like this. And then you probably kind of pick up any color. I'll just pick up lemon yellow here to make it look. Again, I'm just doing sketching it roughly, and then I'll just build up the colors. The center leaves are tend to be a little small, and as you move outwards it has to be like a little longer than the mid ones. So this is how it looks. Yeah. Now what you can do is you can just brush it up. I've used lemon yellow here. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just use chrome to give it a more definition. Chrome is also a yellow, a little darker hue than the yellow, this one. So you can see the difference, I guess. So I'll just shade it with this chrome, so that is it has a little definition there. So when we were doing arts in my 9th and 10th, what we used to do is that our arts teacher used to take us to the school garden. It was a beautiful garden, and the gardener was so hardworking. I mean, the whole day he was on the fields, whether it was like summers or winters or any season of the day. And he was always grooming and taking care of the flowers. So our teacher used to make us sit in the garden. It was such a beautiful place to sit and enjoy painting at the same time, and we were literally, it was a leisure for us. And then she gave us the flowers, like if we were doing chrysanthemums, we were like, if the chrysanthemums were growing in that particular season, we used to just sit around them. And then what we did was like, she used to tell us like, wherever you're sitting, don't change your position and draw the flower as you see it. I mean, if I was seeing a half flower, I had to draw a half flower. If I was seeing a petal being twisted, twisted petal, I have to draw a twisted petal. If the leaves were overlapping, I had to draw overlapping leaves. So the way I observed, the way I could see it from my sitting position, I had to do it in the same manner. And by God, it was tough. It was pretty tough. Yeah, I know. You like the fifth one? Oh, thank you. So, and we did that. It was tricky. I mean, we used to just spend the whole session in sketching, and it was tricky. So she used to guide us. She used to take our pencils and sketch for us sometimes and teach us, I mean, how it has to be done. And sketching we thought was tough, but painting was far more tougher. So when we started painting it, the light and dark of the petal had to be shown. If they were overlapping, there was a different technique to be done, and that kind of just blew our brains, because it was the real task. It was actually the task to do it. So this comes so beautiful. And if you want to just like, if you want to create a like, if you, it is a bent flower, I know, but if you want to kind of just spread it and see how the petals are going. Oh, I think I spoiled it now. I don't know, I had the urge to kind of just maybe spoiled it. It's not that nice. Chalo, no problem. I'll continue doing it. It's not the correct shape, to let you know. I think I should have just left it there itself. But I don't know. I had the urge to continue. Again, it's my practice sheet, so I can make the mess. Yes, I should. Completely agree with you on this. Trust the process. Yeah, it should be trust the process. I think these petals should be a little smaller, because when a flower is twisted and it is bent from one side, it's tend to be like when you see it from afar, the other side of the petals are not pretty much visible. You just see the half part of it. So these petals should have been a little smaller, and then these petals that you can see up front, they should have been a little longer, and of course they are in that way. Okay, so here it is. I think it is looking okay, not that great, but okay at the same time. I'll just eventually go over the line and shorten up the petal by increasing the size of the pollen. Yep, it's pretty cool this way. I think I had changed the idea of it the whole way by just adding this little detail here. Oh, it's too much water. What we have to do here is a little water but more color there. So I'll just dab a little bit tissue for the color to pick up this way, and then I'll just add a darker color. It's kind of cute, I guess. I'll spread thoda sa idhar bhi I'll spread it, because this petal is also looking a little longer in size and shape. This came out really well. I corrected my mistake and it came out well. All these things that I'm doing is just practice. Use your instincts and observe as much as you can. The videos that I'm generally putting nowadays, I try to add a few of the collection that I record on my walks. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy that I inspired you in some way, Daisy. It's my like I have won over my passion if I like inspire anyone to kind of bring them back to their own creativity. And you just start and you will love the process. I'm sure. And I'm sure you'd also agree with me on that, because you just need a gentle push to come up with new ideas and just start where you have left, because I think life goes on and things don't end. I mean, you just kind of have a lot of things to pursue, but again, things that give you happiness and satisfaction, I think you should never ever leave them up. You should go back to them once in a while. So like I started up my painting after how many years? I would say 11 or 12 years. I came back to my passion. I think I should have just connected it from here and not from here. I spoiled it. Never mind. This is how we do it. Okay, so this was done. I think I'll just do a rose for you now, because roses are beautiful and there are like 100,000 ways of doing it, but I adopt the easiest one. Oh, thank you. Your roses are tough, they are tricky, but you just trust the process and adhere to what you feel will go right. So I like doing it this way. I mean, I just add, sorry, it's not sure. Okay, nice. So it's just a rough sketch that you do and just let it dry. Give it a moment and let it dry. But again, when you are doing this, remember that you have to pick more color and less water. I mean, it should be more in a concentrated way. And when you're doing it, you just make it like the edges part is a little softer and narrower than the center part. And it just comes with practice, it comes with observation. There's nothing out of the world that I'm doing here. Just observation, practice, and of course patience. You cannot go anywhere without patience, so it's mandatory. So I'll allow it some time to dry, and then some extent what you do is just wet your brush with plain water and spread it. Just give it the shape that you want, that you have in your memory of the rose flower. Just do it this way. You see how roses generally are. Just pull out the color and bring it out from your memory, how you remember it in your mind. Just bring out the color. Water, just spread it out like this. The outer petal is nearly okay. Yes. And then this other one also, the center one. But you remember to leave white space in between, because that only will make it look it a little different. I mean, you have to show the difference between the petals, then only you would know. I mean, because the petals inside a rose are all clustered together, folded and bent into each other. So you remember that thing. But again, you can show it only by leaving white space in between. So this is what you get. And in the end, just to add a little depth, what you do is just pick up some color on the brush and just put it on the center part where you had already smudged it up. Remember that the water is not dried out, there is still water there, and it is able to spread just in the inner side to show the depth of the flower. And then the petal goes like this. I think I spread this one too much. It's looking funny. No, it's not gorgeous. Come on. Be a sport. It's looking funny. I'll just try to kind of amend it up a little. I think now it's looking okay. Somehow I cured the mess maybe here. Little few dark strokes will give me some time to recover. Yes, it's looking nice now. Earlier I think it was looking devastating. So here, these are some of the things that I've been doing. Now what you can do is, I had created this textured sheet. I think the day before yesterday I had created this textured sheet, and I'm still not able to decide what flower should I be like going on this. So I have two viewers who have joined me here today right now. So I would request that if you have any suggestions, you can tell me what flower should I be doing on this. You can suggest. I mean, I think I just wanted to do poppy here. A lot of poppies in the field. That is what I have thought of. But if you have any particular suggestion, you can tell me. Last night when I came alive, when I did this live session late at night, I had completed two things, but I was not painting. It was not a painting session. It was just a calligraphy session. So I did this. I had also uploaded a shot on this one. and it looks beautiful. I mean, I don't know when the camera is able to capture the beauty of it or not, because when I see it live in my hands, it's amazing. It's just beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two more of this kind, and I'm just going to write hope, faith, and love. So hope I've written, love and faith are left. So I'll just probably do it. I had used lavender and mustard color flowers on this. I'll use a different combination there. So I'll just go. What's my favorite flower? I love a lot of flowers. I just love hyacinth. I love hydrangea. I love roses. I love poppy. I mean, any flower you name it, I love all of them. I just love flowers. So I did this yesterday night in the live session, and then when we were doing a live session the other day, when I was painting the base and I had showed up, so I had written this on this one. I'll just show you the correct way to show it is this. Yes. So I wrote, kindness is not an act, it's a reflection of your soul. So this is what I did in my live session uh, yesterday, and it's looking beautiful. And I mean, it is looking beautiful, but when it is framed, you get the real feel of it. I mean, it looks just, I don't know, I don't have words, the perfect adjective to describe how it looks. So it looks nice. So this quote is by Rumi, and I think we all are in need of a lot of kindness in this world. So I love quotes by Rumi, so I just wrote that out. So this is how it is, the final look. So I did this in my live session yesterday. This and this, I did these two. Also, isn't it 12:21 over there? Exactly. So I'll just switch off now because I have to get up for Sehri. Okay, thank you for joining me. It really means a lot. Your presence, your consideration for my work, your appreciation, everything, each and every word of you that you write for my work, for my hard work, it really means a lot. It's a big motivation that I get from you. Thank you for all the support and appreciation. God bless you. And thank you so much for everything that you are doing, just being merely present and writing all those beautiful words for my work and for me. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a nice night. I'll end this session today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice night. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.